Riker,
Ben?
we have some reviewing to do. The Toronto Raptors.
It's that time of the season.
Yep, quarter-way mark. About 20 games in, maybe 21.
Yep.
It's time to see how our Toronto Raptors have been doing.
Yeah, and it's time to be a little creative, too.
Yeah, well, we have, for our listeners, we have the most efficient, true to fact, there's no ambiguity. Well, our opinions are correct.
Yep, scientifically analyzed under a microscope.
Yes, we have developed a rating system for the Toronto Raptors. So it's similar to a 1 through 5 rating system, but it's more in depth. Yep. So if the best a player could be, so the number 1 on the rating system is a Vince Carter 360 windmill.
Oh, I like it.
Yep. The second best, if the player, hasn't been, at top condition, we want, but still has been really good. Everyone remembers the Terrence Ross 51-point game, right? Everyone.
Sadly.
That 50-point game he had, right? Well, everyone forgets about Terrence Ross's 29-point game against the Detroit Pistons in a loss.
You know what?
Sometime in 2015. That's what you've been.
I'm gonna voice my opinion early on my displeasure of having any T. Ross mention or reference in this video.
Is the best. No, is the best.
Least favorite Raptor of all time. That's my hot take. No, but continue on. That's a number 2.
If you've been average, number 3. If you've been average, you're JV's pump fake. It works sometimes. It happens a lot. Works sometimes. Other times it doesn't.
It's a fair assessment.
If you've been a bit below average, not bad, but still a bit sketchy, you're a chubby James Johnson. Once he lost all that weight and went to Miami, he was really good. Yeah, and when he was in shape, when he played for us before, Dwayne Casey benched him a lot. He's pretty good. But chubby James Johnson was
Yep.
And the worst is the infamous Chuck Hayes free throw. Yeah.
All right.
So that's our grading scale. We'll put it up on the screen for the viewers. Riker. So we'll start off with Kyle Lowry.
Kyle Lowry? He's been unanimously, without dispute, he's been a Vince Carter all-star dunk. He's been
360 windmill?
360 windmill dunk. I mean, really, he's led the team the way that we wanted him to. I think his leadership has been improved. He's making shots all around. Fantastic player.
I agree with you for the past month. But the first couple of weeks of the season, Lowry's a bit sketchy. So that's why I'm giving him a Terrence Ross 29-point game against the Detroit Pistons in a loss. Still really good, but he's making improvements. Mm-hmm. Yeah, just because of the beginning of the season. Kyle Lowry's my favorite player, but I'm giving him a Terrence Ross 29-point game.
All right, we'll tune in later to see if he can improve that rating.
Yeah, right, I think he'll improve.
DeRozan.
DeMar.
Yeah, what about him?
He's been a 360 dunk.
Yeah.
Consistent throughout the whole season. Just
do you think so? Do you think so? I would give him he's just past the Jonas Valanciunas pump fake. I would give him the Terrence Ross 29-point game because my woes have been with Terrence Ross not being consistent enough in the first quarter and the third quarter, the way that the Raptors need him when there's been lulls from the rest of the offense. I mean, that's partially, in my opinion, due to poor lineup management with the JV Ibaka. Mm-hmm. But I mean, I think that DeRozan can step it up a little bit. But that's my opinion.
Yeah, he hasn't been perfect, but I believe he's been our best player this season, and he gets us a bucket whenever we need it. He's a 360 dunk for me. Jonas Valanciunas.
I would give Jonas his own rating. Jonas is a Jonas pump fake. He's been average.
A Jonas pump fake?
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't put him below average. He hasn't had a horrible season. I think that it's in part due to his, once again, the rotation or that front court it is, right? Yeah. Due to him and Ibaka. But I think when he decides to play well, he can play well. When he's used well in the offense, in their ball movement, when he's not holding the ball for an 8-second possession and slowing down, the structure that they have, I think that he's all right. But certainly a lot of room for improvement.
I'm giving him a chubby James Johnson.
Oh my gosh. Going way down.
I think he's been pretty good. I think he's been average.
That's not a pretty good. I was promised
JV shooting threes this season. I haven't seen it. Until I see JV shooting threes, it's not above a chubby James Johnson. And, it kind of suits the defensive style, a chubby James Johnson defense.
Yeah, that's fair. All right, what do you think about Ibaka then?
Serge Ibaka? I think I'd put him right around a chubby James Johnson as well.
Chubby James Johnson as well?
Chubby James Johnson. The three he shoots so many.
It hasn't fallen this season. He's got to stop shooting so much.
Exactly. He's great from the mid-range, and he had a good game against the Pacers in our last one, but he's got to just shoot from where he can score most efficiently. Yeah. Right? And I love me some JV and Ibaka, but our front court has been a bit underwhelming for my taste so far at the start of the season.
Okay, some call him God. Some call him the next Kawhi. OG Anunoby.
OG?
Yep.
OG? Without a doubt. Vince Carter 360 windmill dunk.
Oh. All right, what supports that?
You can't give God any lower rating.
You know what? Yeah, I mean, well, to take it back to earth, I mean, I think that we referenced it in the last video. Statistically, or in the box score, it's not the most impressive thing, but when you have four players that are the primary options, I mean, of course he's not going to get too many touches, but the things that he can do on the court, he's doing exceedingly well. For a rookie, for somebody that just came off an ACL injury, for somebody that we didn't necessarily have the highest of expectations of, he was a mid-level draft pick, so I mean, he's going to be good.
I remember at the beginning of the season, Raptors analysis, sorry to cut you off, but Raptors analysis were saying whether OG or Bruno would be getting those backup small forward minutes. So I think OG took the cake there. And
he works better on in the starting rotation than Norm. I think we need Norm in the bench reserve. So swinging it over, my favorite man of the bench mob, Freddie Van Fleek, as Drake calls him.
Freddie Van Fleek.
Van Fleek, what's your rating?
Freddie Van Fleek, another 360 windmill.
360, let's go.
360 windmill, because Fred came in. Obviously we grade on a curve, right? So it's obviously hasn't been better than Lowry or DeMar, but
yeah,
he's came in, exceeded his expectations by so much. Been, as Matt calls him, steady Freddie. He doesn't turn over the ball. He makes passes. He gets in the lane, and his defense is ridiculous. It's been great to watch.
Yeah, I totally agree. All right, Norman Powell. We haven't seen little injury. What we have seen of him, what would you give him?
I'm giving him a JV's pump fake. He had a rough start to the season, and he hurt his hip, so he's been a bit underwhelming, but it's reasonable why his role's been all over the place, and still with Norm, a common theme with Norm.
I
think he just needs a bit of stability, right? Once he gets that little bit of stability, and you're seeing it more and more as he's getting that hip better, he's still been really good, right? So I give him a JV's pump fake.
All right, the spitball, the fire, the Inferno Man, the bull in the china shop. I'm hoping you're going to give him a higher than medium rating here. Pascal Siakam.
Pascal Siakam? I don't know if we're just homers here, but another Vince Carter 360
hey, let's go! I mean, what can't you say about Siakam? He's been terrific this season. Yep.
Yeah, legitimately, the only thing that is left to be desired with Siakam is just hitting his three more consistently. And for a guy that was supposed to be picked 27th, that was supposed to be super raw coming in, his jump shot doesn't look that bad either. So,
no. I mean, you know what they say? Hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. And he's working hard. He's working harder than anybody I've seen in a long time. And he's talented. And he has length. And he has athleticism. So, I mean, he has the full package. You made a tweet. You said...
The fastest man.
Is he Siakam or Usain Bolt? I mean, we don't know. Yeah. But you made a tweet. I don't know. It was earlier in the season, and you said if DeMar DeRozan had a consistent 3-point shooter, he'd be one of the scariest players in the league. But you know what? If Siakam had a consistent 3-point shot, I'd put him up there too. It's weird to say. I mean, to a non-Raptors fan, they're probably like, "What on earth are you? What is this statement?" But for any Raptors fan, it'd be hard to refute that, I think. All right, moving over, our other big man. Okay, well, we have Bebe as well. Okay, let's kind of package them in one. Bebe and Pirtle.
I give Jakob a Ross's 29-point game against Detroit. He's been he hasn't been overwhelming. He had that really great game against Indiana, but He just comes in, gets offensive rebounds, plays great position defense. And another one of those guys that's just steady, and you know what you're going to get from him every night. Even though it's weird to be comparing him with Terrence Ross for a consistent player, but...
Fair. All right, Mr. Face Tattoo. What are you thinking?
Bebe?
Yep.
I put him a JV pump fake.
JV pump fake, yeah. I mean, he does... His minutes are weird. Sometimes he'll play, sometimes he won't.
Yeah, I love me some Bebe. But that's... You can't really talk... has great games, and then he has really bad games.
Yeah.
So, it evens out, right? So, some days he's a Chuck Hayes free throw, and some days he's a Vince Carter 360 windmill. So, we'll stick him right with the pump fake.
We'll stick him right in the middle. Last guy... Yep. I mean, we're going to skip the likes of Lorenzo Brown. Sorry to anybody that has their appetite wet for Lorenzo Brown. He's not getting a rating today. Last guy.
Yeah, Alfonso McKinney.
Of importance, yeah. CJ Miles. The new father.
CJ Miles?
The godfather. No. CJ Miles. What are your thoughts?
CJ Miles, another Terrence Ross 29-point game.
Mm-hmm.
He's been good.
You know what? He's been good in flashes. And I hope to see more. And when he's hitting his three, it's really good. I think he's one of the better three-point shooters on the team. That's probably not even an argument to be had.
He doesn't get many minutes either. That's the weird thing.
He doesn't. And I think he's pretty efficient in the time that he does play. Mm-hmm. I think that sometimes he'll have to take 3 or 4 shots from 3 before he makes one, which is one of the setbacks for me if I was to rate him. I'd put him between a JV pump fake and a T-Ross. You know what? Actually, can I clarify for a second? Was it a 29-point game or a 31-point game that T-Ross had in the loss against
29 against Detroit. Yep.
Wow, what a game.
Our research, I believe that was his second career high in the 3 seasons that I looked at. Maybe he had a higher scoring total against the Magic. Maybe some of the listeners will be able to let us know. But he did have a 29-point game against Detroit in a loss.
Okay. Dwayne Casey. There was a bit of speculation on what his fate with the Raptors would be this season, at least speculation on my behalf, because I had mixed emotions about whether or not he was doing the right things from the management position or from the bench position. What are your thoughts on Mr. Casey to this point in the season?
I've been giving this one out a lot. The Terrence Ross 27-point game. Mm-hmm. We're passing the ball more. Our offense looks great.
Yep.
We're winning games. And obviously it's not going to happen overnight, and we're seeing that, but it's working. Casey lovers and haters, it's hard to refute that it's working.
Yeah. I would give him the same thing, the same rating.
Yep.
But there's a very, very far distance between getting that top windmill 360 dunk and being where he is now at the 29-point game. And the reason is, and because everybody knows it, that the Raptors can normally handle the teams that they should beat, but they can never beat the teams that would actually be legitimate playoff contenders. The likes of the Warriors, the Rockets, the Cavaliers, even the Wizards. If they had John Wall, the Raptors struggle against the top teams.
Well, we usually beat the Wizards.
I mean, we haven't seen them with John Wall this season, though.
Yeah.
Okay,
but in the
perhaps
past,
that's a bad example.
I just don't like the Wizards.
The Celtics.
Yeah.
The Celtics then. And did we? No, we didn't beat the Celtics.
The newly formed Celtics.
The newly formed Celtics. So if we can see them beat not only the teams that they should beat and the teams that they can beat, but the teams that they really need to fight to win, I think that's when Dwayne Casey could elevate to the windmill 360 dunk. All right.
Okay. Yeah.
And
we left out a name because of injury reserve. Obviously, DeLon Wright. He was great to start the season, but we'll give him a null rating right now because we didn't see too many games from him.
Yep.
Just so the fans don't get too angry.
Sure. Where's DeLon? Yeah, it's hard to talk about him. Not a big reference for him. Plus, with Van Vliet kind of taking the spotlight, it will certainly give him more emphasis in this video. Future video, maybe we'll talk more about DeLon. In interest of time, we can pass the starters and the bench, given we talk about them in the post-game analysis so much. Let's look at the Raptors as a whole, as a franchise, as a team. What is your rating for the Toronto Raptors quarter season review?
I give us most of the players have gotten this rating, so the team's going to get it. A Terrence Ross 29-point game in a loss versus Detroit.
Mm-hmm.
We haven't been number 1 seed. We lost some close games, but we've been good.
Yep. No, that's fair. All right.
Yeah.
What do you think, though? Ben, is there a chance if the Raptors really focus in now until the All-Star break, and then from the All-Star break onwards, can we become a 1 or 2 seed in the East? Can we make a legitimate run in the playoffs? Just really quickly.
I think if we continue to ingratiate this offense, get more and more comfortable with it, our defense stays really good, Lowry and DeMar stay their all-star selves, I think we could definitely top 3 is 1,000% realistic.
Top two.
If the Celtics kind of tone down, which I think they will, I think they won't be bad or by any means, but I think they'll calm down a bit with the winning streaks and all that. Then I think it's possible to be a top 2, but I think top 3 is the most realistic position for us right now.
So you're thinking 3. You're thinking realistically that 3 spot. Okay.
Yeah, and then sweep the Celtics in the playoffs. Hot take.
All right, fans.
Awesome.
The most scientifically accurate, analytically based, statistically driven evaluation model ever created in the history of man, just put onto the Raptors team. Tell us what you think.
Yep.
That's been
Let
my
us know
ratings.
your thoughts on the Raptors players.
Yep.
All right,
Ben.
Thanks for listening.
Cheers.
Thanks for listening, Raptors.